Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Today is January 11th and I'm not doing any vlogs today. Today was kind of like my day off. I didn't really vlog much. Really just relaxed and took it in, but I figured to bring you some value by telling you, give you like my 8-month review. Coming up on my 9 months here. I plan on doing a 9-month review when I go on my vacation next week with Shanley. So we're both looking for questions from you guys with our experience with working for an airline. So if you could take some time to think of a question and drop it down in the comments below, I would appreciate it. And now I'm just gonna get into basically the pros and cons and my experience, my first 8 months here as a flight attendant. So the biggest thing that I noticed, or the biggest thing that you'll notice when you first start out on this job, is that you have a lot of free time. Now, free time's great, but it doesn't pay the bills. So, it's great if you have a side hobby or a side hustle that you work on. So I highly advise you look into maybe trying to Uber, Lyft, or even work on whatever you're working on. I don't know, you like to knit, I don't know, knit something and have like a little knitting company. But try and build like a small little business for yourself while you're doing this, because I notice a lot of people just waste a bunch of time. You know, they just sit there on their phones and not really productively on their phones. They're just scrolling aimlessly. So use your free time wisely. Learn a time block. Time blocking is huge. If you don't know what time blocking is, I plan on talking about it for my video tomorrow, so look out for that one. And obviously the biggest pro with this job is, you know, being able to travel. So Shanley and I made it our goal to travel once a month, and we didn't do it last month only because I had to do my surgery where I got my like tonsils out, my adenoids, and then my turbinite. So just getting the taste of being able to like go to the airport, look at the board, and like have the options to hop on a flight and go somewhere is awesome. You know, just with a backpack, and then you can fly home later that night. That freedom itself makes you not want to like leave this job ever. So that's a pro number 2. Going back to last month, how I had a surgery. I've only been working with the company for I think like 7 months at that point, but I was able to request through like a leave of absence type of thing to time off to do this surgery, because the surgery was something that I needed to do. Obviously I couldn't request FMLA. You have to work for a company after a year, but you know, they didn't really question it. You know, I sent the paperwork and the documents, like there was no like, hey, if you do this, like you're gonna be fired type thing. Like they'll work with you if you have a surgery or a major operation. They're very accommodating to that. So, and on top of being accommodating with my surgery, as you know, I'm the Army National Guard, so 1 week a month I have training, and then 2 to 3 weeks I train in the summer. So they didn't question my training in the summer. I sent my schedule in, and they block it out each month, the weekends that I have training, and I believe the time counts towards my PTO, which is another benefit, you know. But I'm not getting paid. Whereas like most jobs, if you're a firefighter or a police officer and you have training with the military, the company will, you know, the fire station or the police station, they compensate you for having military training, so you get paid for both, kind of like double dipping, which is one, I guess that can be a con. I wish that they did the same thing that, you know, the police and the firefighter did. They paid them for both. Because another con is, if you're specifically in the military, is it's a weekend where you can't gain hours flying, so I kind of miss out on hitting my guaranteed because of that weekend, so it kind of is tough for me. Weekly, they do weekly giveaways of tickets to sporting events, shows, concerts, so free t-shirts. Like there's plenty of opportunities out there to just answer a few questions, and they get entered into a raffle to win. They do a bunch of other raffles, like they just raffled off a Jeep. Somebody won a Jeep. It's pretty awesome. So you have a chance to win a Jeep. I don't know what they're gonna do next year, but I hope it's a Jeep again, because I really wanted that Jeep. You know, I think I talked about this before, you make a lot of connections. So I haven't worked on one flight where I've had the same crew. So every time I've taken a trip, I've met a new person, a new connection, you know, and it's allowed me to grow my online fitness training program, the Transformation Challenge, which is awesome. You know, it's just having the ability to connect with other people daily is a great thing to have, you know. And another pro is, I mean, I don't know about you all, but I've worked a desk job. I've worked at internship where I was at a desk and I was on the phone a lot, and I hated it. Like, you're stuck at the desk from 7 to 5 and that's it. This is a job where you're on a flight and then you're in another city. That in itself is like super exciting. So, and it still blows my mind that like, like I was thinking the other day when I flew to San Juan, Puerto Rico, it was like, I just left here, it was like freezing cold. Next thing you know, I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the weather's beautiful. I was only there for a few hours, but it's just like the freedom to be able to be in another like state and city is just, it's awesome. It compares to none other. I think that in itself is just as addicting, you know, so it makes you not want to leave the job. The pay itself isn't the greatest, I'll be straight up honest with you guys, because it's your first year, you're starting out, you are able to get over the guaranteed hours, but it's very tough. And I've had that experience each month in and out. It's a little bit of a struggle. So your first year is going to be tough, but you do get a raise here and there, and the raises are nice. So look forward to that. And it's not a legacy airline, so the competition to get your own line is very low compared to a bigger airline. So it only we might get a line this summer, which is awesome, whereas like bigger companies, you might be waiting years, like 5 years plus, just to get a line. So that's another pro. I guess, like I said, the con is just, you know, starting out. Like any job, you're not going to start out making the big bucks, so it's just with time you'll make some money. And like I said, utilize your free time. Make sure you figure out a hobby, try and find like a side job or something, and do that on the side, or continue to try to pick up trips. But overall, my experience here this past 8 months has been great. You know, like I said, it's just still blows my mind that I just hop on a plane and I'm in another city, and it's just, I love it. I really do. And that's why I want to pursue something even greater within the airline industry, and I want to become a pilot. I just trying to figure out the steps I'm going to do it, and if I'm going to be financially able to do it, or if the Air Force will do it for me. It's just all in the matter of time and seeing how things play out. If y'all have any questions, you can either ask the questions down below and I'll answer them there, or you can shoot me a direct message on Instagram. I usually get like a bunch of questions on Instagram pertaining to this job and training, so don't hesitate to reach out and ask any questions. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a vlog, and I'm actually looking into picking up a 3-day trip. So I'll have a layover in Atlanta. Tomorrow I'll do 1 leg flight, so I'll fly from Boston to Atlanta, and then I'll lay over. I'll get there at midnight, and then Sunday I don't work at all Sunday, and then I leave Monday morning at 5 a.m. I do 4 trips. But you get paid for time away from base, so that time away from base is going to be nice, and it gives me a whole day to explore Atlanta. So I'll keep in touch with you guys. You'll know tomorrow if I got that trip or not. So with that, it is 10:40. I'm gonna go to bed, and after I post this video, of course, and see you guys in the morning.